So, I'm from the East Coast. Grew up in Pennsylvania, lived in Virginia for a while, and so most of my friends and family are on the East Coast. Now, right now, the East Coast has to worry about the hurricane that's going through. So, they're getting all kinds of rain and winds and all of that stuff. So most of my Facebook and that is just all sorts of posts about this hurricane and being prepared for the hurricane and all of that stuff. And then last night, there was an earthquake just outside of Canada, which then caused a tsunami. So last night I experienced my first tsunami warning. So my husband and I are watching TV and the alert goes, across the screen, and it's like, well, that's interesting. It's like, that sucks. And we call a couple people and it's like, is there anything in particular we're supposed to do? I don't really know what to do for a tsunami. Thing is, if it's really big, there's not a whole lot you can do. You're on an island, you're going to probably go swimming for quite a while. But nobody really cared. They're just like, the last couple tsunamis, they amounted to nothing, so don't worry about it. Just stay in your house and you'll be fine. I don't know if that's overly comforting. Although the last couple didn't amount to anything, so you should be okay. I would like a little bit more, surety about those kind of things. But anyway, it did pretty much, amount to nothing. I didn't watch the news or anything this morning to see if there was any damage, but where I was, there was nothing, and it's dry. And, the only thing that was kind of annoying is last night, the alarm, for the tsunami kept going off outside. So you'd just start to get to sleep, and then the alarm would go off. So that kind of sucked. But, other than that, there really was nothing. So I guess maybe they sort of knew more about what they're talking about. I gave them credit for. As a side note, I seem to be getting a cold. My voice is a little scratchy, my nose is a little stuffy. I guess it could be allergies. Changing weather. It's getting to be about winter time here, and so the rainy season should be starting soon. We actually have forecasts for possible rain all week, which, will be something different, because since I've gotten here, it's just pretty much been sunny. It's only rained like once or twice. So that'll be interesting. But, yeah. Seems to me that there was something else that I wanted to talk about. Oh, I remember. So, normally, I don't watch a lot of the, basically cable access channels. I don't know, it's kind of funny, because, YouTube is kind of like that, where it's all amateur stuff, and that, but anyway, Hawaii has a lot of local channels that are just made in Hawaii, from Hawaii, not a lot of, stuff done to it. Just kind of basically local access stuff. But I was watching a few different channels and watching some different shows, and they're pretty cool. There's also a lot of Korean channels and Asian channels, so you get a lot of the K-pop stuff on, which is pretty neat. It's nice to have some different music and different shows to watch that I never had before on the East Coast. So it's pretty neat. There's a lot of different culture down here. So many different kinds of people from Japan, China, obviously natives of Hawaii, people from, the mainland of the United States. There's just so many kinds of people here. So many different kinds of restaurants and food. It's pretty awesome. But anyway, yeah, some of the local channels and local shows are pretty neat. It's kind of like watching YouTube on the TV. It's what it reminds me of. But, something different. Something different to try while I'm here. But, man, this is turning out to be pretty boring. I'm gonna have to get outside and experience some things, so you don't have to put up with this every day. On a side note, I have some help. Odin has been chilling with me for the last couple days. He's been either laying beside me on the floor, laying on the table right next to my computer, or laying literally on my lap, which is kind of unusual for him. He likes to cuddle, but usually only at bedtime, and it has to be his idea. But lately he's been very cuddly, which is good, I guess. All three of the cats have been pretty cuddly ever since we got to Hawaii, so it's kind of a nice change. You go lay on the couch and you'll get probably 2 cats up with you. The third one's usually hiding somewhere on their own. Another thing that is interesting about the cats is that they're cat carriers, which of course they avoid because it usually means they're going to the vets. It's hard to get them in the carriers. I have found Odin and Titus both sleeping in a cat carrier several different times. I guess they kind of like it after that long ride and must feel safe to them. So it's kind of neat. But anyway, with lack of topics and my voice giving out, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and stop for today. But I just want to let everybody back home know that I was safe. And yeah, Tsunami amounted to nothing. So anyway, stay safe back home. And with that, I'm gonna say have a good day and thanks for listening.